How you doing, YouTube family? Today is Wednesday, March the 19th, 2025. Is your man Big D, and I am back with another one. I want to thank all you good folk out there in YouTube land that continue to rock with my son and I. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Well, family, got another video, and this one is a crazy one. You know, you can say whatever you want about, not all of us, because we all don't think that all cops and law enforcement officers are bad folk. I mean, many of us have people that work in that line, that work in that career field, in our families, our friends. So we what we do know is they don't get a lot of support, and for a job that could go from 0 to 100 in no time flat. Listen, you have no idea, and it's very, very easy to sit back and Monday morning quarterback until you see it through the lens of somebody who they just, they started with, getting up, showering, shaving, showering, putting their little uniform on, maybe grabbing a snack at the local, I don't know what y'all have in y'all town, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, whatever. Just grab a quick snack and you just, you know what I'm saying? And it's your last night before the weekend. Your last night before you have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. So in your mind, man, shit, I'm just trying to get through this night. I'm just trying to, you know what? Just ride it on out. So a lot of times cops, but they get up that morning not realizing that they ain't gonna make it home. But family, let's go ahead and check this one out.
Was by himself on a routine welfare check. What he didn't know is that he might be talking to a killer. Just past midnight on November 14th, 2022, a Milwaukee police officer responded to a welfare check in a residential neighborhood. The caller was concerned for their 75-year-old neighbor, who lived with 31-year-old Israel Webb II, a man who shared no familial ties. Officers were likely unaware of Israel's criminal history, which included armed robbery, carrying a concealed weapon, theft, and multiple disorderly conduct charges. According to a community briefing, upon arrival, Israel spoke through a window and agreed to let an officer inside.
And after you.
No, nothing. Make sure I go.
You said you gotta make sure you got an animal or something?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Here, Israel picks up a steel brake rotor on his way into the residence.
See the room?
What, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I don't know if he noticed this brother when he picked up that steel brake rotor, but man, you know what I'm saying? And I'm assuming that this we gotta understand that this cop, this officer, he was just going for a welfare check. What a welfare check is one of those things where a family member has another family member, perhaps it's an elderly family member, and they, call to check on them, and the family member don't answer. Or, maybe the neighbors say, hey, I went and knocked on your mom's door and she didn't answer. Or I noticed that if the newspapers they're piling up in the front yard or the mail's running over. So, at some point, they call law enforcement to go by and check on the people to make sure that they're okay. Because I'm telling you, most times when you get stuff like that, it don't end well. You go there and find most times that when you go to do that welfare check, man, the first thing, what I'm saying, as soon as you hit you open the door, that odor of a rotting, decayed, deceased body, it hits you, and there's nothing like the odor. Nothing to smell, a smell you'll never forget.
What's that for?
Oh no, just block the door and swings open.
Ah, gotcha.
According to the community briefing, this is the only entrance and exit in the home. The rotor likely weighs around 20 pounds, more than enough to prevent anybody from quickly leaving or entering the room.
You want to just knock on the door for me?
Rocky? She's laying on her bed.
Hey, Dorothy. Where's your bed at?
Is it in there?
After you. You got any lights here?
Yeah.
You got the lights on?
She can pay the bill.
Oh. Hey, you just going there for me?
Yeah, no,
What do you mean?
she's right here.
Oh. She's right here? Dorothy? Is she sleeping?
Yes.
Okay. How long she been sleeping for?
Like since 6.
What's the bag for?
She wets the bed.
She wets the bed. Why you got it covered like that?
Because the rain will open the window and stuff.
Okay, you pull the cover back for me?
Dorothy?
Why is she covered up like that? Her face.
She's sleeping.
Alright, just step.
Oh, hell no. Man, let me tell you something. Young fella, young officer, man, boy, your spider senses should have been going something crazy. The hair on the back of your neck should have been standing up. Man, listen, something ain't right about this dude, this brother. Something ain't right about Dorothy, and something ain't right about this situation.
Back for me. Is it Dorothy? Miss Dorothy?
Dorothy?
Why don't she got flowers and stuff around her like that?
What? Flowers?
Okay, step back. Step back.
Oh, hell no. The minute that he said that she's dead, listen, now, this right here is the appropriate response. Him getting his cuffs out so he can try to secure this dude is the appropriate response. So hats off to him.
She's dead, sir.
What do you mean she's
She's dead. I was going to call her relatives in the morning.
okay?
Okay, so my question is, if you knew she was dead, why you played that cat and mouse game with the officer? Why you just didn't tell him that as soon as he got there, hey man, you know, Miss Dorothy, you know, she an elderly woman, and you know, she perhaps expired in her sleep. But at any rate, you know what I'm saying? If that's what happened, and he saw that, he should have called 911. Nah, I'm gonna tell you right now, family, this guy is suspicious as hell.
The phone's in the room.
Put your hands up.
All right.
Turn around. Put your hands on your back. 5446. Can I get another squad to my location? I'm the supervisor. Put your hands on your back.
Listen, the only thing, everything he did when he went on the radio and asked for a backup and a supervisor, because whenever you have a deceased person, a supervisor always got to report on the scene. So the only thing else that he could have done better is he could have told them to step it up. No, because you know when you tell somebody, hey, I need you to send me a backup, sometimes the backup be taking his time getting there. But when you say, hey, I need them to step it up ASAP, they know that, hey, you know, it's something going on that he need us over there quickly. And they should know that anyway. When you ask for a supervisor, the backup unit should automatically hear, oh, he need a supervisor, man. Let me hurry up and get my ass on over there.
You don't got any weapons or anything like that? Turn around. Don't even look at me. Hands behind your back. You're looking at me. Don't do that. Why you look? No, you're not gonna get shot, but you looking at me like that is kind of making me nervous.
So the reason why the young officer don't want him, you see how the brother keep peeping over his right shoulder, even though he got his hands behind his back. Listen, the reason why the officer is telling him to look away, because that's something that happens in training. That he's trained to, when he's going through the academy, it's always easier to, have the suspect that you trying to, take into custody, have them look away from you, because is to get the cuffs on. It's just easier. And by this dude keep looking over his shoulder, yeah, I can see why the dude was saying, "Hey, you kind of making me nervous."
234 North
Stop looking at me.
lower.
Don't do that.
See, here we go. Here we go. The first time that he pulled away, he should have known it was gonna be a problem.
I'm telling you. Stop looking at me. You're gonna get tased. You hear me?
Okay.
Just letting you know. Don't do that. All right?
I mean,
I
the
gotta
young
tell you
cop
right
trying
now.
to work with it, tell him stop
Just let me know.
pulling away
All right?
and tensing up, and bracing.
In the face.
No.
In the face.
No.
Her brother.
So now this brother is asking the cop to shoot him in the face. I wonder why this brother is asking for this law enforcement officer to shoot him in the face. Could it be that maybe he had something to do with Miss Dorothy? Not breathing anymore?
Just call her relatives. Call her relatives, please. Sad tactic.
Don't.
Please.
Listen, man, this is the scariest part of the job right there, man. When you know what I'm saying. Now, this young officer, now I guarantee you, the pit of his stomach is in knots because he has no idea what he's gonna do next. He got to make a split-second decision. He pulled out his taser, and that's an appropriate response because at this point, the crazy brother, he don't have no weapons, anything like that. So the appropriate response is a taser. The brother, there's no way that the officer could escalate this to using his firearm, which equates to deadly force. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. So the appropriate response is a taser to try to, gain compliance of the subject. He obviously don't want to tase the guy. He want to cuff him. But, it's just something about the situation that ain't adding up.
Make that other squad 1017, please.
Now he's asking for them to step it up. 1017, that's their code. It's different in different parts of some places it's 1018, some places it's 1017. But now he just thought enough to tell him to pick it up because as long as this been going on, his backup should have been there. You know why his backup wasn't there? Because either his backup not paying attention to the radio when he heard, "Hey, send a supervisor over there to my location." No, the supervisor, and hearing the supervisor, being dispatched, then whoever his backup is, common sense should say, "Okay, he got something hot going on over there. I need to step it up and get over there quick."
4572, but you also responded 1017, 5372.
See, it's urgent.
Don't move. Just don't move. Put your hands up.
60.
Because you're doing too much moving and you're making me nervous.
I'm for 60, seat off the left.
No. Just don't move.
Seat 10. 10. Report, show's going. 34, seat off the left.
On the ground.
He should have been there throwing him out on the ground.
10.
He should have been there and done that. But the reason why he put him on the ground is
Sir,
because
on your stomach.
so the reason why the young officer wants him to, to get him down on the ground and prone him out, to put his hands behind his back so he'll have a better control, a better vantage point, trying to cuff him while, the brother's standing up. It's easy to get a swing off or a fight. And one thing you don't want to have is what you don't want to have as a young officer is to get one handcuff on, but then the bad guy jerk away. So now this bad guy got a cuff on, and now that cuff is a weapon, and he's swinging it at you. I done seen it go bad that way too.
Okay. You're doing too much.
Okay, don't take it.
No, you're going to get tased.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay, yeah, there you
Put
go.
your hands
'Cause
behind your
nobody
back
want to get
now.
tased.
Hands behind your back. Behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
And out of listen, family. The young officer, I get it. He trying to, de-escalate the situation. But in a situation like this where you walked in, this guy acting shady. Oh yeah, she back in this room sleeping. Oh, now no, she not sleeping in her bedroom. Now she on the couch. now she ain't sleeping. She pretty much not breathing no more. Listen, it's too much going on. This officer should have been there and took it to this level. And he would have been justified to tase the hell out this brother because this brother acting all types of shady. And it's all types of shady BS going on. Man, I'll just listen. I know this young officer, oh man, I can only imagine. And he looked like a yeah, look from his hand, he looked like he might be a brother. I'm not sure. The officer.
Put your other hand behind your back.
What was the address again?
Your other hand behind your back.
Look at that. He still ain't putting his other hand. He look like he reaching for the damn rotor.
Yep, put it behind your back.
Listen, I would have been there, lit his ass up. You tase his ass, you light his ass up, take him on that 5-second ride. I guarantee you, he'll put that other hand behind his back because it beats the alternative. Because he still don't have no control over this guy.
Don't move.
So now he got one cuff on him, but now that's what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about. He got one cuff on this man's wrist, and now now he want to fight, and now the cuff that's on his wrist he can use it as a weapon.
Stop resisting. Stop.
Now he's fighting for his life, family.
Stop.
According to a community briefing, the officer attempted to handcuff Israel but secured only one wrist before a struggle began. At this time, the officer pressed the emergency button on his radio, signaling for immediate backup. During the altercation, Israel allegedly used this 2.5-foot metal pole and attempted to grab the officer's firearm.
Stop.
Family, let me tell you something. You have no idea what it looks like and what it feels like when you go to something that you thinking is a simple car. Remember, you woke up that day, you took your shower, shave, whatever, put your little uniform on. It's just going to be a regular day before your long couple days off. And now, guess what? Your ass in a fight for your life.
Give me another squad here now. Sir!
Right in the face.
Stop!
Right in the face.
You will be shot!
Right,
Stop!
Right in the face. Please, right in the face.
Stop!
Okay.
Drop the pole!
Right in the face.
Drop the pole!
Please, right in the face.
Drop the pole!
Right in the face. Come on. Right in the face.
Drop the pole!
Listen, this brother, Israel, he is crazy as a damn bed bug. And I'm telling you, man, if he take one step toward that officer with that pole in his hand, you know what? I don't think it's gonna go too well for Israel.
Right in the face.
Drop.
Do it in the Come on, right in
Sir.
the face. Please, right in the face. Right
Drop
in
the pole.
Right in the face.
Right in the face. Come on. Now I'm gonna have to shoot
Right
you.
in the face. Come on. Do it, please. Come on, you don't know what I see. Do it.
Sir.
Do it.
Drop the
Do
pole.
it. You don't know what I see. Do it.
Sir.
Right in the fucking face,
Drop
man.
the pole.
Right in the face. Come on. Come on.
Drop the
Come
pole.
on. Right in the face, man. Please.
Drop
Right in the face.
on the ground now.
Right in the face. Come on.
On the ground.
Make it quick.
On the ground.
Please make it quick. Okay. Don't tase me.
So I can't understand. So this brother don't want to be shot in the face, but he don't want to be tased. See, he should have been, like I said, family, when he had his ass on the ground, the first time that he moved that other hand from behind his back, he should have tased his ass. Now he's tasing his ass.
Drop it. Now.
Right in the face.
Drop it.
Right in the face.
Drop it.
Right in the face.
Taser don't seem to be
Right in
working.
the face. Come on.
Drop it.
You gotta do it, man. Right in the face.
Drop
Right in the face.
the weight now.
Right in the face.
Drop the weight.
Right in the face.
Drop the weight.
Right in the face.
Drop the weight.
Responding officers attempted a rear entry to the building, but ultimately had to kick down the door to assist.
Subject is that girlfriend.
Right in
And
the
then
face.
squad.
Right in the face. Come on.
Clear from the road.
Don't take me, man. Don't take me, man.
What? Drop the weight. He said, do it.
Get me. Get me.
Give me your hand.
Check that room.
I got it. Hold on. Someone get medical now. Call for medical.
According to a community briefing, despite being tased, Israel threw the brake rotor at the officer, prompting the officer to fire his handgun. This photo shows the damage caused by the rotor, which was allegedly just inches from hitting the officer. Israel allegedly continued to resist other officers, but was eventually taken into custody. Emergency medical services were immediately sent for Israel, and he survived the injuries. The 24-year-old officer was treated and released after minor injuries. The officer had 4 years of service at the time. A medical examiner was called to assess the 75-year-old woman, who had no signs of trauma. It was later determined she died from lung cancer, though the exact time of death remains unclear. An investigation was opened to determine if the use of force was justified after the officer-involved shooting incident took place. During this investigation, the officer was placed on administrative leave. On December 5, 2022, roughly 3 weeks after the shooting, the Milwaukee County District Attorney found the use of force was justified. The officer will face no charges regarding this incident. For this incident, Israel was charged with 1 count of battery of a law enforcement officer, 1 count of resisting an officer, and 2 counts of bail jumping, which was linked to a $2,500 signature bond for prior disorderly conduct charges, according to news sources. In February 2023, the court determined he was incompetent to make decisions related to his case and assist with his defense. However, the court deemed he was a likely candidate to regain competency in his case. He was forced to participate in 62 days of competency restoration treatment, credited as jail time if sentenced. In May 2023, he remained incompetent, leading to extended treatment. By late July 2023, the court declared him competent and set a $5,000 cash bond. In August 2023, he pled not guilty and posted the $5,000 cash bond in September after 10 months in custody. Though the case was prepared for trial, in February 2024, 15 months after the incident, the state dismissed all charges and refunded his bail. However, in March 2024, he was recharged for the same incident with 1 count of attempting to disarm a peace officer, 1 count of resisting or obstructing an officer, and 1 count of bail jumping. A $5,000 signature bond was set in April 2024, and in June, he pled not guilty once again. At the time of posting this video, the case remains pending. Additionally, Israel currently faces separate, unrelated charges for stalking and violating a restraining order in relation to domestic abuse, along with felony bail jumping.
Now, when police receive calls for a check on their well-being, it's often a very delicate situation. And though we do use compassion, we also have to respond with caution, because as usual, police enter these situations knowing very little. And I've responded to many welfare check calls, and most times the person was either asleep or not home. But on that rare occasion, unfortunately, the end result wasn't always a happy ending. So today we're in Milwaukee and we have a concerned neighbor calling 911 so police can do a welfare check to check on a 75-year-old woman who lives with a 31-year-old man who isn't a family member. Now, this is an immediate cause for concern for me, because when you have a random person living with someone who isn't related to them, it could be just me, but this is extremely suspect because many people like to take advantage of the elderly. We do see it a lot. And then we learned that the male living with this woman has an extensive criminal history, which is never good. So my question is, how did this male even end up living here? Did the male actually open the door for the officer and everything appeared okay for the moment until the male picked up the 20-pound brake rotor and then placed it in front of the door, blocking the exit of the apartment? And his explanation was because the door swings open. And just as a side note, in the academy, officers are usually trained to never allow your exit to be obstructed because you may have to make a quick exit. But at this point, as I'm watching this, the hairs on the back of my neck started to stand up because the male first states that Dorothy is on the bed. But once the light came on, the male states that Dorothy was right next to the officer the entire time. But here's the thing, Dorothy isn't alive anymore. And the male apparently knew that during this entire interaction, because that's exactly what he whispered to this officer. Now, if you guys are paying attention, this guy gives away multiple signs that he wasn't going to go quiet. Now, the first one is he didn't turn all the way around when the officer gave him an order. And the second, he keeps watching the officer. And the last, he actually pulls away when the officer initially tries to cuff him. And these are all warning signs, and I cannot stress how dangerous this is because the officer is in this apartment with the door closed with a mentally unstable male. And that quick, as the officer tries to cuff him, the officer's in a fight because all we hear is the officer yelling to stop resisting because the body cam is falling off, and this interaction just got more disturbing as it progressed. Now, this officer had to yell to stop to this male over 11 times and drop the weight numerous times, and then still had to fire his weapon. But thankfully, this officer was not hurt, and his backup showed up right on time. However, this male is extremely dangerous, and although the deceased had no trauma, in my opinion, he should not have been living there. But lastly, this is just another example of how a simple check on a well-being call can turn into a fight for survival. But this officer did great, and he didn't receive any charges for his actions. So it's definitely a win in my book. That's all I have, guys. Remember to be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Hey, listen, family, this was a real good one. And oftentimes, law enforcement go into these situations and have no earthly idea what you gonna be confronted with, what crazy ass person you gonna be dealing with. And listen, a lot of times, man, cops they get bad raps, but you saw for yourself, hey, this cop ain't do nothing wrong, and he still almost didn't make it home. Well, family, always remember, be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.